There is a war going on inside, and you can win, but it's not the way that you think. Hi, my name is Logan, and I am here to help you see and think clearly. So, there's a war going on inside, and the way to really see this is to understand this incredibly powerful metaphor of the mind. And that is that the mind and that you are not just you, but it's almost as if you are a carousel. You're one person on a carousel of different yous that you've picked up. And that each person is a different perspective, and then you can kind of pick which one you want. And it's not only this, because each one of these different perspectives that you hold, these different people, these different identities that you're holding on to, is living inside of your mind as an entire world. And so each one of these perspectives on this planet is kind of working together to serve your best interest. And the way that they do this is by kind of holding different beliefs. Each one of them holds different beliefs. And so say when you're at work, a person, one of these little identities, is doing all of the working, and when you're talking, another person comes out, and so on and so forth, for as many different gradations of this as you would like to assume. Now, it gets a little bit more interesting. So what happens is these perspectives can actually come into conflict with one another. And so say, for example, you're a little kid, and you want to have fun, you want to enjoy your life, and just kind of express your joy and happiness. But your parent sees this as being kind of embarrassing, or a threat, or annoying, or whatever it is. And so they say, hey, stop! Stop! And you're like, oh, okay. And then you push that down. So what happens is conflict in your mind can be, it's not limited to, can be abandonment, being pushed aside, pushed down, suppressed, repressed, all of that. And so there are two forms of violence, silence and violence, basically. Two forms of conflict then. And that would be silence, where that little part of you gets pushed down and it goes into silence. And it's almost as if it goes to the dark side of the moon. And it's still on your planet, but you can't see it, and it's not easily accessible to you. And so that's where this whole idea of shadow work comes into play. That's where this whole process of integrating these different parts of yourself into your psyche to be more complete, developed, whole, that whole thing really comes into play. And you can experience a lot of benefit to this. There's a lot of growth that can come from doing these activities to really bring yourself together. And I would say that would be winning the inner conflict, but it's not a winning that you would think. Because this winning, you can win one specific conflict, but another one will inevitably pop up. Inevitably. As long as you are taking a specific form, there will be more conflict that you have to deal with. It is unavoidable. Wherever there is competition for resources, competition for limited resources, there will be conflict. So the way that you can really win is by dropping this illusion of winning altogether, and by transcending yourself to a spiritual emptiness, where you don't want something more, and you don't want to be somewhere else. And here, you'll find you'll be able to transcend these conflicts and live a place of peace. Alright, so that's all I have for you today. Stick around. Much love. I'll see you in the next video.